Yo, what's going on, everyone? T1 Smith, and I guess I'm here to tell you about my experience in my first class Full Sail University. Bruh, when I tell you online classes are not a joke, they are not a joke, they are not nothing to be played with. You better do your readings on time. You better turn in everything on time because it will kill you. It will. That is a promise. It will kill you. Thankfully, man, I kind of was able to do some great work to help myself. So, but anyways, first question that's asked is, what did I expect from taking the creative presentation course? What did I expect? I expected to maybe be able to express myself. I was thinking more it would be like this would be something that I get to express things that I'm interested in or things that I want to do, which in a way it did, but it kind of cornered me, and kind of said, okay, well, this is here. We want you to talk about this, but we want you to. Okay, one of the projects, final essay was to present yourself to a company and why they should hire you. That probably met more of my expectations of the class, to put it to you like that. That project kind of allowed me to tell everyone where I wanted to go within the business and tell everybody what I wanted to do within the business. It allowed me to, display a side like my sense of humor and just a lot of the things that I believe in, a lot of the life changing events that went on in my life. So I guess you could say it met my expectations, but in a way it was different from what I expected. What would be my biggest takeaway from this course? Man, literally my biggest takeaway is two things. Don't overthink. And the reason why I say don't overthink is because sometimes overthinking of what you have to do defeats the part of you being creative. If that makes sense, I hope it does. It makes sense in my head. Kind of sounded weird when I said it. But the second thing will be, man, be diligent in your work and don't procrastinate. There was a lot of times where I found myself having to, catch up with readings, and it wasn't the fact that I wasn't doing them. It was just I was taking my time with the readings. I read 2 chapters here. We had like 4 chapters. I read a chapter here, and then I read maybe half a chapter here because I had to work or I had more stuff that I needed to do outside of what I do in school and what I do at work. And it's just like it set me back some of the times on some of the assignments, and it's not good. It's not good. It's not good at all. So that would be my biggest takeaway from the class. Um, how well have I met the requirements of the class? I feel like I met them pretty well. I mean, I feel like I tried my best to do what it was expected of me. And what am I especially proud of? I can't stress it enough. I'm especially proud of my final project, which is presenting myself to a company because it was just so refreshing to be able to finally kind of share a little bit of myself and kind of tell my story a little bit, which is what I want to do through my work is tell my story. It's what I feel like my purpose in music is to tell my story about my life. I got to do a little bit of that, so that made that really fun. It made it real fun. If I could start the course over, what would I do? What would I do differently? I would definitely do all of my readings the first day, no hesitation. First on Sunday when I turn in my last, like I would literally on that Sunday, last projects due that Sunday, I turn that in and get to my readings for the next week and knock those out because those things are important and it makes the assignments that you do a lot easier if you've already read everything that there is to read at the beginning of the week. So that's what I would probably do differently. What skills do I think I learned from this class? Help me in my remaining classes. Presenting, and knowing how to present myself, and knowing how to present myself in a professional way, and also knowing how to present myself to where I still show that I'm human, not a robot, just up here giving y'all a presentation. You know, it's not something normal for me to get in front of a camera and sit here and talk to people, man. Like I feel it. This is about to go out into the world, and a lot of people are gonna see my face. That's something that has always given me like anxiety, really bad anxiety, and I feel like I kind of conquered that a little bit. I'm still working on it, but yeah. How would I use that to achieve my ultimate goal, man? I mean, honestly, again, I'm in audio production, make my own music, I write my own music. As far as being able to present myself, I mean, that's one of the biggest parts of the music industry is being able to be presentable in front of a crowd, in front of an audience, and be able like to speak to your audience, to connect with your audience. I think that's the biggest takeaway that I got that's going to help me achieve my goal. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening.